Hey guys, William Murphy here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video and welcome back to another one on the Ultima GTR. Now this is a car that I've had a lot of dealings with in the last few years, and really pleased to say that I've worked on it and I've done bits and pieces, and today is another day where we look to rectify a bit of an issue. Now this car is fitted with heating and air conditioning, although there's a bit of an issue with the wiring with regards to the air conditioning, and it just melts fuses like it's going out of fashion. The heating side of things works really well. However, when you're in the cab, the last thing you want sometimes on a nice sunny day is heating. But we are where we are, and one of the issues I think is when the car arrived here, there was an awful rattle. Assumed it was going to be this housing here once I started looking into it, but actually the issue is further down, and it's on the clutch pulley on the air conditioning compressor. So I'll start the engine up now, see if you can hear this noise. Hopefully it will come through quite well on the camera, and I'm just trying to look and work out how I go about rectifying this. I think what I may have to do is jack the back end of the car up, slide myself underneath the car, and remove the belt from that assembly. Now by removing the belt from this assembly, I can then lower the car back down, start the car back up, and if that noise is gone, we either leave it as it is, or you look to remove all the air conditioning setup, which, looking at it, I don't particularly want to do. So I think if we can remove that belt, which then removes the drive to the compressor, which then in turn removes the rattle, I think we're on to a winner. So let's get it started. Let's see if you can hear it, and I'll show you down here as well, so you can see just how much of a sod this job's going to be. Make sure we're in neutral. You ready? Here we go. Bugger. So on the next video, we're going to look at why this isn't starting. Interesting. Let's investigate further. I'm a little bit stressed, and to say a little bit is an understatement. An hour or so ago, the Ultima drove out the garage. I've completely washed it from top to bottom, and I'm really happy with how it's looking, but it's no good if it looks good but doesn't work. And that's the conundrum I'm faced with. The car is back in the garage with the help of a local lovely neighbour, who helped me push the car into the garage. And just give you a bit of an update of what's happened since, since the last part of the video. I thought possibly I may have hydraulicked the engine. Because I've washed the car, water could have got down in here, flooded it somehow, and then it wouldn't start. So I thought, right, okay, 8 spark plugs, I'll take the plugs out. Turn the key, no compression, it should be, easy to turn over. Still exactly the same. So this has got me a little bit concerned. I mean, I'm concerned for a number of reasons. Reason number one is the fact that, an hour ago I drove the car out, and now it's not working. What do I tell the owner? Because the first thing the owner's going to ask is, well, what's wrong with it? And my answer is, I don't know. So I'm going to need to go through the car, work out what's wrong with the car, what's happened, so I can rectify it. Once it's rectified, then I'm going to have to say, you know, this has happened, I've rectified it because of this and this. It could be that I've just been very unlucky and this has happened to me. In some cases, I look at it as very lucky that's happened to me here in the garage, rather than when the car is out and about on the road, being used, being enjoyed, and such like. So there's pros and cons about this. The con at the moment is the fact that the car doesn't work. The car doesn't start. I can't get it to run, and I don't know why. So I can't completely rule out hydro-locking because it's still not turning over. But the amount of water that had gone in there, I mean, I would have to have stood there surely with a hose into that airbox, which I didn't do. So, you know, a little bit of water is not going to hurt. There's probably less water going in there from the wash than would be if I went out for a day driving in the rain. So I'm going to say that hasn't happened. There's a potential the battery has gone flat, in which case it hasn't got enough oomph to turn the engine over. But it doesn't sound like a flat battery situation. Maybe the starter motor's failed. Maybe the starter is just really struggling to turn the engine over. It's got the power to get to it, but that's about it. I don't know. It's supposed to be a nice, simple, get the car in, wash it, do a couple of jobs, get it back. What I'm going to ask of the community is for anyone to leave comments down below of what your thoughts could be. Now, obviously, the rattle initially I thought would be linked to air conditioning area. I can't test it now to see what that rattle is. So what started as a little issue has now become a pretty significant, sizable problem. We should resolve it, you know. There shouldn't be any reason why it can't be fixed. I'm hoping it's not something massive like a stuck gearbox or a broken engine, because that would be very expensive and catastrophic. And where that lies, you know, do I have to repair it under my own cost? Is it something that's just happened and I've been unlucky it happened to fall on me? I don't know. Lots of unknowns, lots of things to consider, lots of things to question. But we need to work out what the fault is. We need to get it rectified sooner rather than later. Whilst I do genuinely love working with these cars, this is always the risk you have when looking after other people's vehicles. You can be the best mechanic in the world, not that I claim to be, but you could be the best mechanic in the world and something goes wrong, and it's just one of those things. You're just lucky, I guess. I really hope this isn't something that I've done. I can't see that it's something I've done. I just hope it's one of those things that now it's happened, we'll have to rectify it. But it is very frustrating. So I will leave this video here. There's going to be probably, I'm guessing, over the next few videos, looking into it, diving into what's going on, how it's happening, why it's happening. Once I've got an answer for those things, I can hopefully then progress. Once I can get the engine started, I'll be in a much better situation with my own peace of mind, but also for Debbie's peace of mind, the fact that the car starts. Obviously not going to hide the fact this has happened, because there's nothing to achieve from that. I'm going to just be open and honest and say this is what the situation is. But for the time being, I just want to find out what the issue is before I update her. I just hope it's not something expensive. So, thank you for watching. This wasn't the video I was hoping to be putting together. Hopefully you have enjoyed this stuff so far. What it does mean for the channel is there's going to be a few more videos coming up on the Ultima, which, great. And what it hopefully means as well for me is the fact that you guys at home that are watching this, maybe you've got an Ultima, maybe you haven't, maybe you've got something else that is similar, and things to look out for, things to potentially address or look at.
look into, and hopefully we can get an answer from there. But for now, I'm going to do inside, do a bit more head scratching, bit of research, trying to work out what to check, what to test. I'm thinking I'm going to go through the basics. It's just that noise when it starts is just not good. Well, I hope you enjoy other videos, not so much this one. Hit the thumbs up button, comment down below. If you haven't done so already, please consider becoming a subscriber. I'm going to need your help on this one, so it's completely free to do. But it's one of those things that I think will be a really big help to get the community's involvement to try and help fix this car, because I'm a bit stuck. Until next time, thanks for watching. See you then. Take it easy. Come on, car. What are you doing to me?